This is the Commodities and Recycling Report brought to you by Benlee, the industry leader in roll-off trailers and open-top scrap trailers, as well as Raleigh and Goldsboro Metal Recycling, the leaders in Raleigh and North Carolina for scrap metal, cardboard, electronics, and junk cars. Today is Monday, June 6, 2015. My name is Greg Brown, President and CEO of the companies. There was a lot of news last week, but only yesterday and this morning there was major news that led to changes in the commodities and recycling markets. The bad news yesterday and this morning is that the Greek debt issue is far from being resolved, especially with the Greek people having turned down an offer from the EU yesterday. It is not clear what effect this will have on the global economy, but things are not great. On the positive side, steel production came down a bit last week, but overall it has actually been coming up slowly for many months. Schnitzer Steel released lower earnings last week, despite slightly higher steel shipments. Lower earnings in their recycling division, as well as other divisions, hurt the company's earnings. Importantly, there was a lot of good news last week. The oil rig count rose for the first time in 29 weeks. Oil rigs use major amounts of steel. June auto sales were the highest for any June in 10 years. Pending home sales ending May hit a 9-year high, and the jobs report had unemployment hit a low 5.3%, which was the lowest in over 9 years. The downside is wages continue to grow slowly. Together, these were some of the reasons we are seeing a small but slow, steady increase in steel production. As for ferrous pricing, despite increases in steel production, we are hearing that multiple steel companies have barges coming in of scrap metal from Europe, which could cause a dampening of scrap metal prices this month. There was some lower priced ferrous sales last week, and the rest will be traded in the next few days. There is still a possibility of no decrease in some markets, and even a small increase, in that especially in the Southeast there remains a very significant scrap metal shortage. Importantly, steel mills did not cancel orders in the Southeast last week, which would have happened if there was a major decrease in prices coming. They did not cancel orders to the steel mills because they needed the scrap metal flowing into their operations before and after this holiday weekend. Copper prices were steady for the third week in a row, yet in the past few hours, prices dropped to an almost 6+ year low. China's economy, which is a key for copper prices, remains in flux, with the stock market having fallen almost 20% in recent weeks. Due to the major stock market drop, effective today, the Chinese government has authorized a massive buying of stocks by brokers to try and stabilize the prices, and it's working. Prices are up this morning. Aluminum is pretty much the same as copper in that it too has not seen any real changes in recent weeks, until just this morning. Overall, there was some very positive news mixed with some very negative Greek news. Prices and volumes in recycling remain very, very depressed. There is word of more scrap metal operations closing in parts of the industry. The southeast part of the U.S. continues to see larger volume drops than other parts of the U.S. due to dramatically lower retail peddler traffic. Only the strong and diversified will make it through these tough times, as well as those that have partnered with stronger operations. For current prices, please call us at 919-828-5426 in Raleigh and 919-731-5600 in Goldsboro. With that, we hope all have a safe and profitable week. Tune in next week for the Commodity and Recycling Report. This is Greg Brown. Have a great week.